Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honor and praise to the Apostle Elza GMS that taught me this truth, and peace and blessing to the Akim that has a life daily, pushing this truth with sincerity, and to the few Akwaf listening and learning. A Shalom. Once again, my name is Aina with GMS Detroit Bar Camp. I pray this video be edifying to the hopeful elect. And with that said, let's get into it. This is on this article right here. My videos on little known civilization in the Americas built the pyramids as old as ancient Egypt. And we know if you know about the Hebrew Israelite thing, I think the tribe of Issachar, the tribe of Gad, and Reuben, and the other 10 tribes are scattered abroad in the Americas, and how we know they came over here. The book of Ezra, the 13th chapter. I'm gonna grab that scripture, but I want to read a little of this. Considered the creator of civilization in the Americas, the sacred city of Korosupi is a 5,000-year-old archaeological site saturated on dry desert terrace overlooking the green valley of the Supi River in Peru. A scarce city of carnal soup is the complex of pyramids and shrunken circular courts, only just discovered in 1948, and the sacred city of Korosupi is home to an extraordinary complex of ancient monumental architecture built upon approximately 2600 BC, around the same period as the first Egypt pyramid. No, it's later than that because the 10 tribes came over here during the times of Solomon, when King Solomon Nesser. Matter of fact, after Solomon. And one of the largest and most sophisticated urban centers established by Western Hemisphere earliest known civilization, with foundations that roughly equals 4 football fields in size. It is the biggest pyramid known as a pyramid mayor, and almost 100 feet tall, and the site has been estimated to be between 4,000 and 5,000 years old, using radiocarbon dating. Esau don't know, on the organic material, making this construction least old as a step pyramid of Saqqara, the oldest known pyramid in ancient Egypt. And there go a picture of it. What Gada did, and they trying to act like they don't know, but they know. They know Gad was over here. If you see that movie Columbus, he talks about Edris. Say, how you know something over there? He said Edris. So they know, and also not only that, what about the Los Lunas? 10 Commandments on the stone. And they say it's man. They said that's been on there. Matter of fact, let me go to Wikipedia. Let me see if I can get it right here on Wikipedia. Come on, my phone is acting slow. Los Lunas is a large boulder on the side of a hidden mountain near Los Lunas, New Mexico, about 35 south of Albuquerque, that bears a spectacular inscription engraved in a flat panel. The stone is also known as the Los Lunas Mystery Stone or Commandment Rock. And this stone has the 10 Commandments on it. The stone is controversial, and some claim inscription is pre-Columbian, therefore proof of early, it ain't Shemitic, it's Shemitic contact with the Americas. It's not Semitic, it's Shemitic, because they are the children of Shem, not STEM. It's Shemitic. Shemtic. It's Shemitic. Because Noah had Shem, Japheth, and Ham. That's what his three sons. That's where all the tribes come from. All the tribes of the world come from out of the seed of Noah. When the Most High destroyed the world a second time. First time with water, Salakia. Let's see. Where they think this stone to go back to. Because they don't know what the fuck they talking about. It's Paleo-Hebrew script. It's in Paleo-Hebrew script. Closely related to the Phoenician script, as known as the scholars, they trying to act like, this right here, this stone is older, and they say between 500 to 2,000 years old, expanding Salakia, framing the freshness of lack of patina due to the frequent scrubbing and make it more visible. But they trying to discredit these scriptures, especially this one right here, because King Solomon used to send the Navy over here, and it took him 3 years to get over here, 3 years to get over there and back. This is what the scriptures say. For King Solomon this is 1 Kings 10 and 22 for the king. Matter of fact, let me go up one because, for you to get full context, that this is talking about King Solomon. And all King Solomon drinking vessels were of gold, and all of the vessels of the house of the forest of Lebanon were of pure gold, and none were of silver, and it was nothing accounted in the days of Solomon. For the king has had a sea at navy for Tarshish. Let me move this out of the way. For Tarshish and the navy of Haram, once in 3 years they came the navy of Tarshish, bringing gold, silver, ivory, and apes and peacocks. So the King Solomon exceeded all the kings of the earth for riches and for wisdom and kind. And all the world sought to King Solomon, and hear his wisdom, which Yahweh had put in his heart. Everything that that was in this world, King Solomon knew about it because Most High revealed everything to him. And if you receive it, this is also who the world. This is a reincarnation of Yahushua. Yahushua was also King Solomon. And they brought every man his presents, vessels of silver, vessels of gold, and garments, and armor, and spices, and horses, and mules, and a rate year by year. And everybody was giving tribute unto King Solomon. And even when the kingdom gets set up, this is how it's going to be done again. Just like Yahushua had everybody bring the resources in when he was King Solomon, when he come back, the conquering king, and take down these nations, all these nations going to be giving him tribute. Again, they're going to be giving the tribute unto Yahushua, unto the Father, and bringing that tribute in to the kingdom of Israel. And if you are a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, you'll be joint heirs with Yahushua. Or Israelite foreigners scattered abroad the four corners of the whole earth. But let's get back into this lesson. Matter of fact, go with scriptures. This is how Ezra's how Christopher Columbus knew that the tribe of children of Israel was over here, because he read this scripture. And this is second Ezra 13 and 39. And what thou sawest, that he gathered another peaceful multitude unto him. Those are the 10 tribes which was carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of King O'Shea, the king whom Salmanasseh, the king of Assyria, led away captive and carried away them over the waters, and so they came into another land, and that another land was America. Even Yahweh said, "I got sheep that are not of this fold." And he's talking about these 10 tribes that was over here in the Americas. But they took this counsel among themselves that they will lead the multitude of the heathen and go forth further into a country where no man never dwelt, and they might keep their commandments, which they never kept in their own land. And when they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow passage of the water, and this is how they came over here. For the Most High showed signs for them, and how they read the signs, because Issachar was among them, and Issachar could read the stars of heaven. For there was a great, and he held still the floods till they were passed over, and for though the country was yet a great way to go, namely a year and a half, and that goes into what King Solomon, the ships. It took them a year and a half to go into the Americas, and a year and a half to come back. It took them 3 years. And that same region is called Asteros, and Asteros is called another land. And then dwelt there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come, and the latter time is when the so-called Christopher Columbus and the other Edomites came over here, after they wore them out, and damn near, they wore them out, rape, robbing, killing, murdering. You name it. Turn the tribes against each other. Any trick, evil or wicked trick they could do in the book, they did it. They killed off the meat supply by killing all the buffaloes, killing most of all the buffaloes. The things that God would eat, they starved them out. And then, and I have even a book called the I gotta grab that book. I'm gonna grab it later and do a video on it later on today. I got 2 books. The America. Matter of fact, let me just grab it right quick. No, I'm gonna grab it later, but I'm gonna put the books in the description box that talks about it. How the Americans did the so-called Gadites, the Israelites, the 10 tribes when they came over here. But let's go back into this. Let's go back into scripture. Because the scriptures talk about prophecy, and they talk about them being over here. And then when America, so-called Christopher Columbus, the Spaniards, and the so-called other Edomites, from England, the British, when they came over here, it was Spanish, the British, and Spain, British, and Damn, I can't even think of it right now, but it'll come to mind soon. Um, Spain, British, and the French. There you go. Spain, British, and the French. It was over here, doing Gad any old kind of way. Spain, the conquistadors was over here in that part of Mexico, the conquistadors, you know, and Cuba and all that, But hey, let's go back into lesson, because hey, this is the last scripture. Because this had to happen, and they had to wear them out so they could bring the so-called Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans over to the Americas to fulfill this prophecy. And this is my final scripture, because we are nearing the end time when Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to gather the 12 tribes of Israel that's been dispersed through all the world, the four corners of the whole earth, but a whole lot of saving is going to be done right in the Americas. That's the reason why you see a whole lot of UFO sightings. And this is Jeremiah 50 and 33. For thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captive held them fast and refused to let them go. And this is talking about future prophecy right here, the next scripture. The Redeemer is strong. Yahweh of hosts is his name, and he shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give them rest. He may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. And soon, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to plead with all nations at Yahweh Shabbat. All nations are going to come to him for the things that he did to his seed. Well, with that said, shalom, all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Kakadash. A double honor to the Apostle Elders of GMS who taught me this truth, and shalom.